with the different social platforms is that you got Facebook, which is basically kind of like your tight-knit friends, family, and you just post whatever. And you can post as much as you want throughout the day, although sometimes if you're just constantly on the same thing, that really gets annoying. But it's more socially acceptable there.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's a really good way to say it. More socially acceptable.
Then you have Instagram, which is still, it's a visual platform, so it has to be visual. It has to be crisp content. If you're looking for more information, also on my website, which I'm not trying to plug that, I'm trying to plug being educating you and getting you the resources you need.
We want you to go to his website.
Yeah, is I have an ebook there with 7 tips to help you understand Instagram and to do a better job on Instagram. But basically talking about those different posts, like on Instagram, yes, you can't be as frequent on there in terms of your posts. You know, a couple a day is fine. You do want to be posting at least once a day, so that way your information's getting out there. And posting, you know, a couple times a day is great.
Quality, though.
Exactly.
Quality. Even if it's a lot, it's quality.
Quality over quantity, guys. Then when you take it over here to Twitter, Twitter is a conversation, so it's like this. So you're constantly just keeping up.
Ping pong back and forth with 140 characters. Like,
yes, which is
gotta
annoying.
Be a quick. For me, I'm wordy.
Yeah,
I'm wordy.
Me too.
It's hard for me. It's a struggle every day.
Yeah. So, and then you got Periscope here, which is so addicting. And
I can be wordy here.
You can, and you can scope as much as you like, because guess what? That's the whole game here. They're only on here for 24 hours. They can save to your camera roll, which we can always cover that topic more later. But that's the beauty of this stuff, and that's the beauty of why, for instance, I was just talking to Sarah about this morning. I posted on my Instagram, you know, for people on there to go scope over here to scope me out. But I put a reasoning of why I was asking them to leave Instagram for a second to come over to Periscope, because you don't want to ask somebody to leave what they're doing to come over to see you here and then ask them to leave here and go to see you over there. That's not okay. So I posted on my Instagram, for those who didn't see, telling them to come over here to see Scope, but the reasoning, I put the reasoning behind it. I wanted them to help, I want to help teach them and interact with them more, and I can do that here on Periscope versus on Instagram, because I only got 15 seconds, and you can't do a whole lot in 15 seconds. At least we can't, because we're going to talk as much as we can.
But also to cross platforms, like, gives a different dynamic and complexity to your conversation. So we're here, we're able to like connect with you and talk with you and like be a community and have a dialogue, even though it's just like these chatterboxes talking. But then
when commenting, you
can comment, and like if we're not in mid conversation, we can like respond to you, which is really cool. But even if you're here on a different device, or even if you leave here for a second and you go over to Twitter, you can be on Twitter, tweet at us, and we can then be in a conversation with you here. So it's crossing platforms to be able to use that dynamic attribute to social media, which is why social media is so great, because it's so dynamic and layered. It's great. I love it.
And that's the beauty of this, and that's why you know, again, it doesn't matter what your age is, it just matters that you're wanting to learn and you want to be educated. And that's the cool thing about Periscope. And if you're looking for people to follow, you know, stick with us and we'll keep bringing you new people. And like I said, on my Scope School, I have a list of 10 people so far that you should be following. But also, more importantly, it's the comment section. That's where I want your feedback, and I want you to start talking in there and trying to put in people that you follow or that you have noticed on here, so that we can build a list, we can build a community, so that everyone can benefit from it, because it's all about teamwork and really being successful from that together for that. And going back to, like, you know, you were talking about the fear of social media, and like, you know, we're talking about all these different platforms, and you got to be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Twitter. I already said that. LinkedIn, all
you
that.
have to be on them all the time. Yeah. So yes, it's going to be Twitter, Instagram, back to Twitter, Periscope.
It's overwhelming. I know. You don't have to be on every single platform every single minute of the day. Here's the thing. Pick 1 to maybe 3 that you want to kill it on, and you really, really do it. She laughs at me when I do that.
1 to maybe 3.
It's because like we said, Facebook is, a friends family type thing, where then you got Twitter and these other ones that are more
He's
like
right, he's
open
right.
to the public. And so you really just have to pick a couple that you're really going to kill it on and just go for it and do it,
Understand why you like it. Like, I like Instagram because I'm a visual person, and so I took a really long break. If you actually, when you follow me on Twitter,
Yes.
I've only got a few. I just am getting back into Twitter because I needed to take a break from it. That's because of him. I needed to take a break from it. I was following a lot of people that were kind of muddying my feed. I talked about this in the last scope. And I wasn't getting anything from it. It was just kind of, every time I would be on, I'd be like, oh, I guess I gotta check Twitter. And I was like, I don't need the social media to be.
It is
Twitter
crowded.
is crowded, exactly. Which is why I follow very few people. I understand what I'm using Twitter for. Follow me all you want, but you follow me, I will look and I will stalk you. I will stalk you. I want to know what's coming in my feed, and that's okay to do. That's just like understanding, like, I know I like Ed because he does great. He's great motivator. We have great conversation. Like, I know what he brings into my life. So it's the same thing with the social media. It's just an extension of what you can do in person,
It's a great point.